I gave you my heart.
Hey honeybees, this is Alyssa with Twin Cup Tarot, and I have a special treat for you today. This is something new. This is pick a card, spice up your sex life. All right, guys, so this is going to be an 18 plus video because we're using the Tarot of Sexual Magic plus the topic we're talking about. So if you are under 18, please click off now. All right, for those of you who are left, this is going to be a fun reading for those of you who are currently in a connection where you are experiencing, a sexual connection as well, or for those of you who are planning to have a sexual connection soon. So this is just supposed to be for fun. I'm super excited to see what's in each pile because I haven't looked at the cards yet. So we have pile 1, which is represented by the gift. We have pile 2, which is represented by wealthy man. Pile number 3, represented by great fortune. Pile number 4, represented by courtship. 5 is main male. And pile 6 is unexpected income. All right, guys. So, as usual, keep in mind that energy is fluid, time is an illusion, roles can be reversed, and this may not be your story. And that's okay. There's so many amazing readers out there. One of them will resonate with you. And just a little side note, honeybees, if I channel any messages of advice or guidance, or, even in this reading where we're talking about suggestions of how you can spice up your sex life, I just want to mention that you have the power in your life. These cards, whether they're tarot, oracle, whatever, they are simple guidance and advice. When it comes down to it, you are responsible for your actions, your choices. And if you don't like the outcome that you're hearing, or you don't like the story that you're being told, change the outcome, change the story. It's that simple. The power is yours here. All right, guys, timestamps will be in the description, and I will meet you at your pile. Hello, my pile 1 people, or those of you who felt drawn to the gift. This is your reading. Okay, guys, so as the gift suggests, I immediately felt that this is about giving and receiving, okay? And it's actually going to be different based on your role, okay? So some of you are constantly the giver in your connections. So when it comes to giving pleasure, initiation, maybe doing that little extra, you guys are always the giver, and you might not allow yourself to receive a lot. And it might not have to do with your partner not being able or willing to give to you in the way that you desire. It's just maybe you don't let go of control very often, or you like things a certain way, so you just kind of steer, okay, or drive, or however you want to say there. So this is actually saying if you want to improve your sexual connection with someone specific, or just in general, be open to receiving. Let them do fun things to you. Let them bring you the pleasure that you're looking for. And for some of you, it's the opposite. As I always say, roles can be reversed. For some of you, you're always receiving. Okay? And for those of you who are always receiving, I don't think it has to do with you guys not wanting to give. It's just maybe your partner generally takes control, and you just kind of let them have control. But what I'm hearing is that by taking initiative, taking control, giving them a little something, you're going to find that you're going to actually enjoy the experience even more, because what a lot of people forget is it's not just about feeling that pleasure yourself. You can actually gain a ton of pleasure by pleasing somebody else in that fashion. So it's important to remember that, healthy sex is about give and take. So this is definitely, with this retreat and the keep an open mind, that kind of goes hand in hand. With this keep an open mind, it's saying experiment a little bit. I mean, look at the devil card here. We have a satyr basically in the middle of an orgy holding a dildo. No, no, I'm not saying go to an orgy. But I mean, if you'll know if that's something. Okay, if that's something that you fantasize about, then maybe you should call up some of your, swinging friends and have a little party. But, honestly, you'll know if that's something that you find exciting and you keep to yourself. And maybe that's something you should explore with your partner if that's something that you think would be pleasurable for both of you. And then with the dildo there, I think that's pretty self-explanatory on something you could add to your experience in order to improve that area. But it definitely says with this retreat and open mind, it's kind of talking about, you know, a lot of you might be up in your head a lot when you're in the act with somebody in a sexual connection. You might be overthinking. Okay, so with that retreat, what I'm actually getting is that you need to let go of control once again. Let go of thoughts of other things going on in your life, let go of insecurities about your body or about your performance, and just fully enjoy the moment and fully pay attention to your partner. Okay, and keep an open mind to trying new things, experimenting. With with the 4 cards here from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, I'm seeing a lot of outside in nature. So for some of you, going out into a wooded area, getting out into the sunshine, might going into some bushes might actually be a fun way that you can kind of explore. Now be careful, because obviously, being nude in public and being lewd in public, can get you in a ton of trouble. So definitely be discreet. This might be a go camping, in a campground that's secluded, maybe not a campground, maybe a camping area that's secluded where your things are private, and then have fun in the forest, go frolic, chase each other. With this 10 of Wands, as you can see, the guy is holding the woman, up, and they're in the middle of the forest, and he barely got his clothes off. Okay, so, I mean, it could just be about that fun chase, keeping things exciting, going out into nature and just feeling I'm getting the sensation of feeling like the wind on you, feeling the heat from the sun beating down on you. If it's raining, feeling the water on your body. All of those extra elements that nature brings is actually going to improve the sensation of this sexual connection. This is actually a lot of fun, guys. I'm super excited to get into the other piles. But anyway, I think that's pretty much what I'm getting here. Is it's about keeping an open mind, getting out of your head, maybe getting out into nature with your partner, and doing something exciting and free, and maybe running around, the wooded area, completely naked, and just having fun. And obviously, I'm seeing a little toy usage here could improve things as well. But anyway, guys, that is your reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below and let me know if you like readings like this. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hello, my pile 2 people, or those of you who felt drawn to Wealthy Man. This is your reading. Okay, guys, so overall, this is supposed to be, a light-hearted, fun, just kind of enjoyable reading, okay? But I get a lot of heavy energy with this pile specifically, with the family issues coming up. I'm getting that, and I don't want to go too much into detail because I don't want to trigger anybody. Because like I said, this is heavy energy. But I'm getting that a lot of people who picked this pile, some of you have trauma from the past, from when you were younger, things that might be affecting your sex life now. I'm also seeing that some of you might have family issues in terms of maybe your parents went through a very painful divorce, or you had a parent who was abusive, or there was someone abusive in the household, or you simply were lacking, a certain figure in your life, whether you didn't have parents, you were an orphan, you only had one parent, or you just didn't have a healthy role model. I don't really know what the situation is there. I think it's different across the board. but I feel like there's something there that might be holding you back. If it's not trauma, I basically get that maybe there's this I don't want to say a sense of insecurity, but kind of a sense of keeping up a huge emotional barrier, keeping up some huge boundaries, especially when it comes to being vulnerable emotionally. Okay. So when you guys do engage in a sexual connection with somebody, it's possible, and I'm not saying that you're not skilled. You could be Don Juan, knows what to do, whatever. Um, but I think maybe you go through the motions, even if you're great on your end at pleasuring your partner, making sure you're pleasured. I'm getting that there's this emotional detach, okay? And so it almost makes the act of sex feel almost like the same as giving someone a back rub or giving someone a hug. It just seems, obviously those can come with an emotional connection too, but it just seems like every day, oh, this feels good, let's do this. Not that you don't care about your partners at all. It's hard to explain this because I do get that there's basically this dam holding up, you know, an unbelievable amount of water. So I see a lot of emotion and love and care and passion trapped behind that dam, but you're basically keeping it at bay and not allowing it out. And if you allow any out, it's just a very small stream, of emotion. And then you just lock it up again. Okay, I don't know. That's very interesting. It's a very heavy energy. But what I'm getting is that it's interesting because I have not only the healing family issues, but the unrequited love and attraction, and then engagement and honeymoon. Okay, so I'm almost getting that even if you like somebody, you don't reciprocate the feelings outwardly, or you don't allow yourself to commit fully. Okay. And this is actually saying that you might put yourself in situations with romantic partners that you don't feel a lot of romantic attachment to or a lot of emotion for. And the ones you actually feel a lot of emotion for, you don't cross a certain line with them. Okay. I'm actually seeing the way that you can improve your sex life, improve your love life, is to work through some of that trauma, work through some of, that insecurity or barrier, and really start to bring that down a little bit, at least to your partner, and really let yourself feel some emotions, let yourself be a little more vulnerable. Um, and I'm also seeing that you should do that specifically with people you actually feel emotions for, because that's going to be the key to unlocking your passion. Okay. And these are people or a person, I'm actually getting a person specifically. Okay. A person specifically that you have a lot of feelings for, but you're just not allowing things to go further because of ABC. For some of you it's trauma that's holding you back. Some of you it's not wanting to be emotionally vulnerable. Some of you just don't want to be hurt again if you had a past relationship that ended badly. And for some of you, you might feel like you can't provide what the other person needs. So, like I said, there's a various story here, but it's all generally the same as what I'm hearing. It's just that lack of emotional vulnerability, not wanting to let yourself be vulnerable. But by actually trusting someone with your emotions, trusting yourself, to be good enough, because you are absolutely good enough no matter what you tell yourself. And you actually try to make commitments, actually try to build healthy, long lasting connections, you're going to find that your sex life will actually improve because of the increase in passion. With this Nine of Wands, I basically, normally when I see this, I see, a couple who might be sad, but they're comforting each other, getting themselves through it. And the Hermit right next to it, is talking about, him being sad, but as you see, his candle is burnt out as he's watching another couple and enjoy, their romantic connection. So what I'm getting here is actually that you have someone who wants to be there, wants to support you. They might feel very warm to you. They feel very yummy to you. They feel there's this softness, this gentleness that you might feel from this person. But once again, I'm seeing almost from, this role here, this emotional shutdown, not really letting things out. And you might allow them to comfort you physically, but you don't allow them to comfort you emotionally. And any sadness that you feel, you basically separate it from everything that's going on. And with this Hermit card, I almost see this as being like your mind or your emotions while you're in the act of romance with somebody. So basically, it's just this huge separation that you're not allowing into the picture. But I'm seeing with this Five of Swords and the World card, it's really talking about opening up, ending that old cycle of not being emotionally, vulnerable, and really opening a new cycle where you really bare yourself. See how she's completely bared to him? This is about bearing your soul, bearing your emotions, trusting someone with everything you have and unlocking all the passion and potential within you. Wow, guys, that was intense. I wasn't expecting any of these piles to be that intense, but it was. So anyway, guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below and let me know if you like readings like this. All right, I love you guys so much. Take care. Hello, my pile 3 people, or those of you who felt drawn to great fortune. This is your reading. Okay, guys, so this is so beautiful. I love the cards that showed up here. So with the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords right next to it, this is talking about deep, passionate, yummy enjoyment, okay? And as you can see with the 10 of Pentacles, she's basically covered in fruit and he's just looking at her like she's just a delicious spread. So some of you might actually want to incorporate some fruit into your fun time. You might want to actually slice up some melons, slice up some apples, maybe some pomegranate. If you if you find something, like, clams, aphrodisiac, stuff like that, might really go a long way. All that juice, that sweetness, really feeding each other, that kind of stuff might actually really accentuate it. And we have apples in this as well. I'm just noticing, fruit specifically, foods to enhance that situation is going to be really, really lovely. And then with that 6 of Swords, it's talking about deep, passionate, deep, penetrating, love making. And a lot of it, even though I only see the one card that's talking about missionary, what's funny about this is, a lot of people see missionary style as very vanilla. But I'm seeing that a lot of you might do almost everything else but missionary. That's very interesting. I'm not really sure why, but I just get this sense that being face to face with somebody who you feel truly passionate about, gazing into their eyes, letting them enjoy the front of you regardless of gender, really just that emotional connection is actually going to improve, the act in itself, and the passion will rise, as you look at each other's eyes, as you're close, as you feel each other's breath. I just feel that passion is going to increase from that specific position. I also get the sense of a lot of aloneness in this spread with like the 6 of Pentacles, the Magician, the Fool. I just get the sense of being alone. So for some of you, one thing that's actually going to improve your life, your love life, improve your sex life, is to take some time in your private time to pleasure yourself. Okay? A lot of you might only allow yourself that kind of pleasure when you have a partner, but what I'm hearing is that you should indulge in some of that private time with yourself to still enjoy those moments and feel okay, doing that for yourself, loving yourself, appreciating yourself. And I feel like that's going to be a confidence booster for some of you. or a lot of you actually. And I do want to mention with the Fool and the Magician being right next to each other, that's an incredibly powerful energy. In general, the Fool is talking about, you know, whole new cycles, a new exciting journey. The Fool is actually a very courageous energy because you're basically walking off into the unknown with no fear. And then you have the Magician, which is basically all the alchemy, all the power, all of the manifestation you need in order to make this journey work out. So it's basically, it's an extremely powerful, connection, the Fool and the Magician. Okay, just a little side note of how those cards work. So when I see it in this reading, I'm basically seeing that a lot of you guys, this is about branching out and doing new and exciting things in general. And for some of you, I don't know how this is going to be received, but I keep hearing it, so I have to say it. For some of you, it's not you, it's your partner. Oh my gosh, not to put blame on anybody. This is a non-judgment channel, non-blame channel. But basically what I'm seeing is this actually might not be you specifically if you're in a committed relationship who's kind of holding, the sexual connection back from its full potential. This might be your partner, okay, who's struggling in some capacity. Maybe they're struggling on reaching you emotionally. Maybe they're actually a little inexperienced and you feel like you're more experienced in that area. Maybe they're afraid to branch out and fully find their pleasure or really explore what they want to do. Or maybe they're afraid to experiment with the things that you want to do. There's some kind of blockage, some kind of thing that's just not connecting sexually, maybe in the current relationship you're in, or in a connection that you're really interested in, one that's really on your mind. Okay, I don't think this is someone you don't care about. I think this is someone you care about, but there's something that's just not connecting sexually. Okay, with that Fool and the Magician, I'm basically seeing that obviously don't cross any boundaries and don't try to force or coerce this person into anything. But I would say the best way you can help them is to help them feel safe. Grab their hand, tell them where you want to take them in detail. Put it out there. Put it all into words. Tell them exactly what you want to do to them. Tell them exactly what you want them to do to you. Tell them about all the exciting things you want to experiment with them and help them to feel safe by sharing these fantasies, because a lot of them might not be sharing their fantasies because they're afraid of how you will receive those fantasies. So in that specific case, I'm seeing that you guys should really take charge here and really show them that side of you so they feel like they can reciprocate. Okay, and by doing that and helping them to feel safe, I see you guys unlocking a more passionate and sexual connection and space with them. I think for a very, very small portion of you, this is definitely not all of your story, and you'll know if this resonates for sure. Okay, some of you are in a connection where you care about the person but you don't love them, and you know that romantic flame has diminished. Okay, that happens. It happens. It doesn't mean anything bad about you. It doesn't mean anything negative about them. It's just some connections are meant to be temporary, some are not meant to last. Okay, and for those of you who resonate with that specifically, and you'll know who you are, this is actually saying free yourself from the situation so that you can find your ideal partner and they can find their ideal partner. And that's actually going to help your sex life because you're now pursuing a partner who's going to be on the same wavelength as you. And your partner who you're walking away from will do the same, okay? And both of you will be happier for it. But either way, that's pretty much what I'm seeing. This is a very interesting pile. I get a good amount of things, but an overall general kind of story here. Another thing that I just heard, with this Six of Pentacles specifically, and the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles, it's about really appreciating your own body. Okay, now this is might sound interesting, but this is this is what I'm hearing. So for some of you, it's about developing an attraction and love for yourself. Okay, looking at this might sound weird, but look at yourself and realize how beautiful every part of you is. Regardless of gender, look at each part of your anatomy. Look at all of your appendages. Look at everything you have. And really see the curves, the lines, the suppleness, the hardness, the softness. See all of that and realize how amazingly sexy you are. Okay? And by falling in love with yourself, developing passion for yourself, you're actually going to find that other people will have more space to feel the same for you, because you're going to be more receptive in appreciating that energy and receiving that energy, if that makes sense. Because they say that what you put out into the universe is what you get back. So if you look at your body with insecurity, other people might see those same areas that you feel insecure about, okay? If you look at your body and realize how incredible it is and how sexy you are, other people are going to look at your body and realize how incredible you are and sexy you are. At least the right people. All right, guys, that was amazing. I loved that. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below and let me know if you like readings like this. I love you guys so much. Take care. Hello, my pile 4 people, or those of you who felt drawn to courtship. This is your reading. So, all I gotta say is, damn. I mean, first of all, we opened up this reading with the Death card. Damn. We're talking about passion. We're talking about, some deviation here. And with having the Chariot in this reading as well, and the Sun and the Emperor, that's a lot of major arcana, and that's some strong ass energy, excuse my French. That is some strong energy. Okay, so this is talking about forward movement, excitement, kind of dark passions. But it also talks about, with this let go of control issue, is allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, so I'm getting a very much, as, how do I put this? So with the Chariot here, first of all, we see that he's holding a little whip there, and she's basically turned away from him, just submissive, comfortable, relaxed. And then we have the Death card, where she's basically walking out of this fire, it almost looks like, with the scythe there, and then I don't know if that's a little bow. Oh yeah, I think that's a bow for arrows. Yeah, and then she's got all these skulls around her. Like she's yeah. And then we have the Emperor card, standing there sitting there very aroused, very, very strong, this sense of just pleasure in watching something. And then we have the Sun card, which is this beautiful, beautiful, connection of love, romance, passion, just extremely one of the most positive cards in the whole deck anyway. And then we have the Nine of Swords, which once again, we have, I don't know if you can see the black cat weaving between their legs, and he's got complete control over her, and she's just enjoying every minute. She's at his mercy. And then we have a sword on the wall there. So we're talking about a lot of toys here, okay? But I'm getting that the toys here are more about punishment, okay? And I'm not saying punishment, but I'm saying that there might be a little bit of pleasure pain going on here. I mean, I wouldn't say use a sword, but let's, that's dangerous. That's dangerous, guys. But I see, that whip there, basically I'm seeing that pulling out the things like the little leather whips, maybe a belt, paddles, and having that kind of little bit of extra pleasure pain. Now, I don't get the sense that this is like really aggressive pain at all. I'm just getting that kind of, basically slapping someone's butt in the middle of lovemaking, that kind of stuff, pulling out that little leather whip and then running it along their arms or legs. I'm seeing getting that blindfold out. This is definitely 50 Shades of Gray energy for sure. There's definitely a dominant submissive energy here. And with this let go of control issues, I'm actually getting, and it doesn't have to be because roles can be reversed, as I always say, but for a lot of you, this is about allowing someone to take complete control, and basically you get into this kind of submissive role, at least in the bedroom, and just trust in them to keep things safe and to respect your boundaries. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing that this is someone that you establish a safe word with. This is someone you establish boundaries with, things that are too far and things that you like, someone you're going to have a lot of communication with, and by having that communication, setting those boundaries early, talking it out ahead of time, and then truly just enjoying the moment, allowing yourself to be completely vulnerable and trusting in that person to take care of you in all the right and wrong ways, you're basically going to see a huge improvement in your sex life is what I'm getting. With the Emperor there, see how he's sitting there alone, but he looks so aroused. He might be watching someone, okay? So even though I don't see a card that shows 3 people, for some of you, this might be about, one partner wanting to watch their partner be with somebody else, kind of this voyeuristic type thing. But once again, in a safe environment where everything's been communicated. So that might actually include some cameras. That might include as well, because even if there's not another person involved, I could see if you guys, have your passionate lovemaking and you actually, record it on a camera and watch it back together later, that's going to be incredibly arousing. Okay, that's what I'm getting, is that knowing that you're being recorded, knowing that you can go back and look at this later, that you guys could have a sexual connection again while you're watching that video can be extremely arousing for you as well. So I'm just seeing a lot of kind of darker, kinky passions going on here. And that could be something you really should consider exploring. But obviously, all of this takes a lot of communication, a lot of setting boundaries, establishing, safe words, what's okay with you, what's a hard limit, that kind of stuff. So definitely my advice would be don't jump into all this stuff, right away. If this is something you're interested in, talk it out with your partner and see if it's something that they would feel comfortable exploring with you, okay? There's nothing wrong with having that conversation, no matter the outcome of what you guys decide together. All right, guys, that was, wow, that was interesting for sure, but I loved it. All right, guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below and let me know if you guys like readings like this. I love you guys so much. Take care. Hello, my pile 5 people, or those of you who felt drawn to main male. This is your reading. Guys, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. So I meant for this reading to be very fun, very exciting, maybe a little shallow, a little on the surface, just ways you can improve your sexual connection. But this pile goes so much deeper than that. So much deeper. Okay, what can improve your sex life? In this specific pile, it's not about position, it's not about toys, it's not about, deviation, it's not about any of that. You know what it's about? Developing your connection with each other outside of the bedroom as well as in. Okay, so we have so many cards talking about courtship here, with the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. And then we have all these partnerships, like the King of Chalices shows up in my mind as a partnership. You know, we have the Seven of Swords, Ace of Chalices, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Chalices. All of those speak to me of basically a beautiful partnership in all of its stages. Because look at this, we have a couple in sadness with their back turned to each other. We have a couple in basically the ultimate passion, completely facing each other. We have the couple that's completely comfortable and serene and calm and peaceful with each other. And then we have the Two of Chalices, which is the ultimate soulmate and that passionate, you know, just delicious lovemaking. We have all of it there. Okay, and we even have with this Knave of Pentacles kind of that lustful energy of that taking control, that kind of dominant energy. Two of Wands, we have the couple who's simply, there's obviously a sexual connection there, there's obviously passion there, but it's basically getting to know each other, talking to each other, having that mental connection. With the Two of Swords, it's talking about that courtship with each other, you know, having the person who chases and the person who allows themselves to be chased. The Eight of Wands, those fun, exciting, youthful moments, you know, that you might have experienced in like your early 20s and new romance. You know, the King of Chalices talking about, once again, even though that king has domain over his kingdom and he looks all serious, he's still sitting there. She's at his feet and he has his hand in her hair and he's completely focused on her even though he's looking out in the distance. So there's just this balance, this equality, this just beautiful energy. And with this Empress, it's talking about ultimate stability, being strong within yourself, you know, being strong as an individual and stable as an individual. This is beautiful, guys. This is about the ultimate connection. This is soulmate, twin flame. This is, you know, the Bay energy. You know, it's the husband wife, the marriage, the partnership. It's everything. Okay. So what I'm seeing here to improve your sex life, it's about improving the health of the overall relationship, developing every part of the connection. When one partner is sad, the other one is there for them. When one partner's happy, the other partner's happy for them. When one partner wants to build something, the other one helps them build it. There's this cohesive alchemy, you know, really realizing that no matter how long you're with somebody, there's always more to know. There's always things you don't know. There's always new things you can explore together, new ways to grow. It's just, I can't even quite put this pile into words, to be honest, because it's just so beautiful. I don't know if you guys specifically who picked this pile have someone you're in a committed relationship with right now. But if you're not in a committed relationship right now, I see that there's someone on your mind that you know in your gut that there is something powerful there. You know that there is something emotional and deep and passionate and it's reciprocated. You know it in your gut. Okay, no matter at what stage you're at with this person. And I'm seeing that, you know, by developing all these areas of your relationship with them, having something truly stable, healthy, and long lasting, your sex life will be off the charts. Off the charts, because it's not about adding the toys and the extra stuff. It's literally just the two of you. And you'll basically be connecting on a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level in a way that it will blow your mind. You know, I'm basically seeing this Kundalini energy, you know, where it's just every part of yourself is wrapped with around the other person and likewise. So it's just, oh gosh, I could probably just keep talking circles around this. It is gorgeous. Okay. So if you guys are in a committed relationship who you know that you're meant to be with this person forever in your gut, you know it. You know, I'm basically seeing if you're having struggles sexually, it's because there's areas of your life that you really need to focus on with them, whether it's communication, you know, showing them more support, asking them for support, you know, really, like I said, that conversation is huge. Okay. changing your perspective to include them in your thought processing, and your decision making. Really being really willing to explore things with them, grow with them, and just keep things alive and new and passionate and comfortable and peaceful. Wow, that's beautiful, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below and let me know if you guys like this kind of reading. All right, guys, take care. Hello, my pile 6 people, or those of you who felt drawn to unexpected income. This is your reading. Okay, guys, this one is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So I'm basically seeing, with this getting to know each other, new love and true love. So I'm getting that a lot of you are in a committed relationship and you know that this is your true love. You know that this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. For those of you who aren't in a committed relationship, for some of you, you have someone specific on your mind who same feeling, in your gut, this is the person you want to spend your life with, but things haven't proceeded past a certain amount yet, or a certain, haven't gone past a certain spot yet in the relationship. And for some of you, you haven't met them yet, but you're about to, okay? And either way, I'm seeing some spiciness in this pile, okay? There's a lot of costumes and role playing. We have the King of Pentacles here, where to me, they look like they're in costumes. The King of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Temperance here. And then even with the True Love card in Egyptian outfits and the getting to know each other, how they're kind of in colonial outfits, I'm just getting all these costumes and role playing. And basically, you each take different roles, depending on what you're feeling the flavor of the day should be. So sometimes I'm getting this, oh, I'm so shy. I don't know if I could engage in this incandescent behavior with you. I don't know if that was the right word, clandestine behavior with you. And the other person's like, it's okay. I've got you. I will protect you. Just kind of, this is just very interesting role playing. And then sometimes I get, oh my lord, or oh my queen, or oh my king, let me service you. Just, and then, oh, I don't know. I have to think about my subjects. I'm being so cheesy and so corny. I'm not really sorry, but I'm sorry, guys. It's just a lot of fun energy. I basically see with this new love, for some of you, it's simply someone new is coming into your life, or someone new has come into your life, and you know that they're true love. They're your true love, and there's a time of getting to know each other. But I'm also getting that almost the best way to keep this relationship exciting, if it's something that's been going on for a while, or if there's someone you're committed to, I'm getting that by role playing and pretending to be strangers, maybe meeting at a restaurant, pretending not to know each other, with basically pretending to have different names. Like, let's say your name is Jack and her name is Jill. I probably should pick different names. Let's say your name is Jack and her name is Rose. And when you guys meet at the restaurant, you say, hi, my name's Gary. And then she says, hi, I'm Juliet. And you guys basically have a conversation like you're getting to know each other, and you kind of reawaken that spark, that flirty energy, that excitement of new romance. And by constantly having these role-playing games, in all different types of ways, you're actually keeping the passion alive, the excitement alive. And I basically see your sex life soaring, just being amazing, because as you put on these costumes, there's going to be times you're going to be able to fulfill desires and fantasies that maybe you felt you weren't able to play out before. But in these costumes, it's almost gonna give you that the exact amount of passion and courage to kind of play that out. And that can be actually pretty incredible, to be able to tap into that kind of energy, and kind of play out the things you've always wanted to play out. And I'm basically seeing that if your partner's on board with this could be an exciting experience for them as well. I'm also seeing, on top of the role playing, that you guys should consider trying many different positions. With this Three of Pentacles here, it's obviously a very beautiful, beautiful position. It's very loving, it's very passionate, where one person feels like they're taking care of the other one feels safe and taken care of. It's just beautiful. But I'm also getting, in that specific position, if we're talking just about sexuality here, it leaves you more open. If you're female, it leaves you more open to receive. The position might be a little bit easier to hit certain spots of the feminine anatomy. So this might be a good time to break out things like the Kama Sutra, or to do some research online of different positions to keep things exciting. And like I said, what's really fun about having a relationship where you do all this role playing and you include this kind of fun and playtime into your sexuality is that maybe in those specific roles, you're going to feel more inclined to try different positions and to really be more adventurous. So my advice with this pile is definitely do some research, get the Kama Sutra, look online, and really take time to experiment with your partner. All right, guys, that was incredible. I loved it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below and let me know if you like readings like this. I love you guys so much. Take care.